Xin what's up everybody? Alright, in this video we're going to talk about Singapore, the livability, the price breakdown, and should you consider moving here and getting a job in Singapore. I will give you the pros and cons as I have seen them, as I've been here for the past 50 days. Not really. We're with Router God, so he'll pitch in whatever he thinks on the matter as well. He's been living here for 2 years, working a pretty lucrative job and doing pretty well, and I would say you've enjoyed yourself, right?
No, it's been great.
It's been awesome.
It's been awesome.
So for him, it's been awesome. And I think for a lot of you guys, especially a few gals as well, we gotta go this way.
Yeah, I'm going.
I think for a lot of you guys and gals, if you've got a degree in something and a skill set, it's definitely very movable to come here, right? Yeah.
IT, fintech, machine learning.
And then
sales.
what was the other one the other guy was asking about last night?
Oh, supply chain.
Supply chain.
Yeah.
So you can't come here unless you get a job. The visa's only 30 days. And then they won't let you do the back-to-back visa shit. They'll start
for a couple times, but then they'll
start asking questions, right? Yeah. This way. So as far as like the cost of living, the most expensive thing here is the housing. That's going to be your largest monthly bill. If you try to live on your own, it's going to be what, anywhere from $2,000 to $4,000 a month.
Let's say 2,500 to 4,000.
2,500 to 4,000 Singaporean per month if you're trying to live on your own. What people tend to do here is get roommates, right?
Yeah, if you're early in career, you probably get a roommate.
Get a roommate. Get someone that maybe already has a nice established apartment that's got its own bathroom for you in your own room, and you can get all the way down to what, 1,000, 1,500?
1,500?
Yeah, 1,500.
Maybe 1,000.
Maybe 1,000 if you're thrifty and find something a little. But most of the apartments here are pretty nice, right?
Yes.
Yeah, they're pretty well done. And then as far as like the cost of living and going out and stuff, that depends on you. If you go eat fancy food every night, it's going to be expensive. I would compare it closely to New York City prices, right? That's very, very comparable, slightly comparable to LA as well. It's probably a little bit more expensive than LA, but very much on par with New York. As far as the mass transportation system goes, it's one of the best I've seen. It's ultra efficient. Whether you're taking an MRT, a bus, you know, whatever it is, you're very easy to get around anywhere in the city. And then once those things close, you can just take a Grab. Sometimes you're gonna have to wait for the Grab, but you can take Grab. Get picked up in a car and taken pretty much wherever you need to go. As far as like stuff to do here, it's pretty endless. Like, I don't think you could ever get bored here. There's something to do everywhere. The party scene isn't as crazy as like Vietnam or Thailand, but it has it here. You know, you've got Boat Keys, Clark Keys, and a couple other areas where it's very easy to party every weekend if you choose to. And even on the weekdays, you can do light partying in those areas. Partying does shut down at 2 a.m. and at 3 a.m. 3 a.m. is usually, that's the longest you can get a permit to open for, right? Yeah, we figured that out last night. So, I think you could have a great opportunity here, especially if you're getting a job where you're earning like 15,000 Singapore in a month. You have, you know, opportunities to have access to all the new electronics, to all the new clothing, to phenomenal shopping, to just super high-end shit. Like, if you can make it happen. No, there's another Shake Shack here, huh? Shake Shacking everywhere. You just have ultimate access if you can figure out a job here. And then it's also very close to other countries, so it's super easily flyable to go to all kinds of different other places. You can go to Japan, you can go to Korea, Vietnam, Thailand. How long is the flight to Thailand? An hour?
Hour and a half.
Hour and a half. My flight here is an hour and 15 minutes. So I mean,
100 to 200 bucks.
it's extremely safe. I mean, is there even a murder a year?
There are murders.
But like how many? Not much.
Less
right?
than 10.
Less than 10 a year. There's CCTV everywhere. It's definitely a government watched place, but at the same time, you still have freedom. Like, sure, you don't want to throw some litter down in front of a cop. It might pose some problems. You don't want to go be running around like a drunk jackass. Like, you've got to mildly control yourself, but for the most part, you can have pretty good fun. Like smoking, you can't do really publicly, you've got to go to designated areas. Like we're in a no smoking zone right now, as signified by these blue little things. When you do see a smoking area, oh, this place opened till 3 a.m. Holy shit, they got the big dog license. I wonder how much more it is for that 2 a.m. to 3 a.m. I bet you it's a significant amount. This place looks cool too. Happy Hour German Burger Grill.
Oh, I've been to it's a chain.
Yeah, I saw that. They're everywhere. Handsome look. Someone German can probably correct me.
Thai embassy.
Thai embassy where? Right here. Does Vietnam have one here?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know where it is, but
Taiwan looks pretty good.
oh, this whole thing, yeah.
Pretty good. But yeah, you're able to really go to a lot of different countries from here pretty easily. The other, I guess, con here is you're not going to be buying a vehicle unless you're making like $1 million a year. It's just not going to happen. It costs too much. Like a Mini Cooper, a brand new Mini Cooper, for example, is 175 USD to get, because you got to get a permit to even have it. That's included in the price of the car, but yeah, you're not going to make that happen unless you're making buku bucks. I definitely could see, you know, if I had a normie job and they were going to pay me a decent amount of money and said, hey, you got to come over to Singapore for 2 years, I would definitely be like, okay, let's go for it. Why not? What do you have to lose? So this video is more going to be for someone that's like maybe getting a job offer in Singapore and they're typing on YouTube, you know, what's life like in Singapore? Was it a good idea? And I can tell you firsthand that this guy's been having fun for the past 2 years here. He's had a pretty good life here. I mean, sure, he's about to do a new adventure in life. All things come to an end at some point, but as far as I can tell, he's had a pretty phenomenal time here.
Oh, it's been amazing.
Yeah. So the other super pros here, the food here is bussin'. Like, it's probably arguably some of the best food in the world, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you have access to super high dining, and then you even have access to, like, you know, food place stalls on the street, just like you can find in like Thailand and like Vietnam. So I mean, you're getting the best of kind of both worlds here. The biggest con of Singapore is it's expensive. Let's be honest, it's not cheap. But is it crazy expensive? Like the stigma carries it? No, it's on par with LA and it's on par with New York. Housing sounds almost identical as New York, and so is food pricing is pretty much the same too. Alcohol is a little expensive, but I mean, it's like, again, we can compare it to like LA, New York prices. They're very similar. And you think it's expensive until you've tried to live in those countries and you made it work, or in those cities. I lived in LA for what? I don't even know, 12 years, 14 years, and I made it work. You figure out ways to make it work. And if you're getting an offer for a job here, I would take it. There's no way I wouldn't spend 2 years here and just learn to the ins and outs of Singapore. The other really good pro here is everybody speaks English, like everybody, right? Very rarely, maybe only if you go into like the China, yeah, like the hawker center where like it's been some Chinese lady that's never left that hawker center and probably goes home to like a Chinese area in Singapore. She's never had to learn English, but it's very rare.
And no one will bother him.
Yeah, he can sleep. So right now, this guy could take his wallet and put it right next to him, sleep there all night, no one will take his wallet. If he had a brand new iPhone, he could take the iPhone, put it next to him, and sleep all night. And he's got his phone out right now. Nobody's gonna take it. It'll be there till tomorrow, or whenever he wakes up. Theft here is almost, there's a lot of Filipinos coming out of this place too. What is this? Oh.
So there's an eatery around.
Let's go do Orchard Towers. Let's see if we can do it. You want to try to get killed again? Second time in a row? So give your final thoughts on Singapore, Router Gods.
It's a great place. As long as you have a decent paying job, then you'll be fine. If you're coming with kids, your income's going to be definitely a lot more because you're going to want to buy a higher end condo with more square footage, or maybe even a landed house. You'll probably be looking into a car, which is super expensive, as was said, but excellent place. Even with how much more expensive the cost of living is here, I've still been able to save money every month. So
And he buys just tons of gadgets. This is a
I buy gadgets.
This
yeah.
is a gadget guy.
Yeah.
If you want to see gadget review stuff too, you do a lot of that on your channel too,
Yes,
right?
I do.
Yeah, so if a new
Webcams,
camera comes
cameras.
out and something like that and he gets it, it goes right up on his channel. Like he's got the Insta360 4K web camera review
Yep.
on his channel now.
So if you get a chance to come to Singapore for a job, definitely do it. And if you get a chance to come here for a week or two just to visit, definitely do it as well.
Highly recommend it. I'll go into detail tomorrow about where I recommend staying, but I have a hotel that I think is particularly perfect for what's going on. So thank you guys for watching. Hope this helps some of you out. Stay frosty. Go ahead and subscribe to Router Gods. Smash the like button, comment, and subscribe to my channel too. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one. Stay frosty. Peace out.